Good morning. I'm conscious that the sun is really shining in Ireland at the moment. We don't get that much of it, and how it's such a mood lifter. But it's also making me think, what if the sun was shining on the inside all the time? Like, what if as it is, but what if we recognize that? What if we took off any of the coverings to the light that's shining on the inside, and what that would do for our mood? So that's just in my awareness today as the sun is shining on the outside. Okay, so let's begin this day in gratitude and open our hearts and surrender to love. We ask love to lead the way through the minutes and the hours of this new day. We welcome joy, fun, and abundant prosperity. We recognize that all encounters are wholesome, and that all experiences can be met with a peaceful heart that is anchored in the truth, that we are one, that we are love, and that we are free. And so we release these words and let it be. Lesson 126, all that I give is given to myself. Today's idea, completely alien to the ego and the thinking of the world, is crucial to the thought reversal that this course will bring about. If you believe this statement, there would be no problem in complete forgiveness, certain of goal and sure direction. You would understand the means by which salvation comes to you and would not hesitate to use it now. In other words, you'd completely grasp the idea that forgiveness sets you free. As you forgive the other, you're set free. You've got the key to let yourself go, let yourself out of any bind, any feeling of stuckness by using forgiveness. So let us consider what you do believe in place of this idea. It seems to you that other people are apart from you, so we believe in separation, and able to behave in ways which have no bearing on your thoughts, nor any way related to your own. My apologies. It seems to you that other people are apart from you and able to behave in ways which have no bearing on your thoughts, nor yours on theirs. I'm reminded of Ram Dass, who always said, we have no private thoughts, there are no private thoughts. So therefore, your attitudes have no effect on them, and their appeals for help are not in any way related to your own. So we don't get the idea of projection whatsoever. You further think that they can sin without affecting your perception of yourself, while you can judge their sin and yet remain apart from condemnation and at peace. You believe that when you forgive a sin, there is no gain to you directly. You give charity to one unworthy, merely to point out that you are better on a higher plane than those whom you forgive. It's a really interesting thing, and it's sort of our old belief around forgiveness. It's that I'm in this position of power where I can bestow my forgiveness upon you, where I can offer you forgiveness. So there's a kind of a hierarchy in it. They have not earned your charitable tolerance, which you bestow on one unworthy of the gift, because their sins have lowered them beneath a true equality with you. They have no claim on your forgiveness. It holds out a gift to them, but hardly to yourself. So it's like you feel, yeah, I'm giving you this gift. I'm letting you off the hook. I've decided I'm going to free you. But we're not recognizing that truly we're setting ourselves free because we are one with them. Thus is forgiveness basically unsound, a charitable whim, benevolent, yet undeserved, a gift bestowed at times and at other times withheld. And this is really important because sometimes we decide, I'm not going to forgive you, because we just really don't understand what forgiveness means. Unmerited withholding, it is just, nor is it fair that you should suffer when it is withheld. The sin that you forgive is not your own. Someone apart from you committed it. And if you are then gracious, if you then are gracious unto him by giving, or unto them by giving them what they do not deserve, the gift is no more yours than was their sin. If this is true, forgiveness has no grounds on which to rest dependability and surety. It is an eccentricity in which you sometimes choose to give indulgently an undeserved reprieve. Yet it remains your right to let the sinner not escape the justified repayment for their sin. Think you the God in heaven would allow this? The world's salvation depend upon this? Would not God's care for you be small indeed if your salvation rested on him? These are really, really powerful words and, so provocative. We've really got to start thinking about this and our understanding of forgiveness and our understanding of our Creator. Like what love really, really means and what forgiveness really, really means. So it goes on to say, you do not understand forgiveness. As you see it, it is just a check upon overt attack without requiring correction in your mind. It cannot give you peace as you perceive it. It is not a means for your release from what you see in someone other than yourself. It has no power to restore your unity with them to your awareness. It is not what God intended it to be for you. I'm reminded of Ho'oponopono. I don't know if you know that practice, but Ho'oponopono is where you look upon a seeming wrong that has happened, and you question, what part of me has caused this in you? So if you notice something, you take responsibility for it as well. And you would say, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. And you're speaking to the part of you that has created whatever's going on in the other. So if it feels like somebody has hurt you, you take some responsibility for that by saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you. I thank you. And what you're speaking to is the part of you that has created that in the seeming other. Interesting. Fun to practice. And powerful. Not having given God the gift God asks of you, you cannot recognize God's gifts and think that God has not given them to you. Yet would God ask you for a gift unless it was for you? Could God be satisfied with empty gestures and evaluate such petty gifts as worthy of God's child? Salvation is a better gift than this. So just take that in. Salvation, freedom, peace is a better gift than this. It's not a whim. It's not based on anything fanciful. And true forgiveness, as the means by which salvation is attained, must heal the mind that gives. So there has to be something in it for the one that gives it. Forgiving is receiving. What remains as unreceived has not been given, but what has been given must have been received. So we're going to, really work at being in remembrance of this, that giving and receiving are one. Today we try to understand the truth that the giver and the receiver are the same. You will need help to make this meaningful because it is so alien to the thoughts to which you are accustomed. But the help you need is there. Give the Holy Spirit, give your inner wisdom, your faith today, and ask it that it share your practicing in truth today. And if you only catch a tiny glimpse of the release that lies in the idea we practice for today, this is a day of glory for the world. So even the smallest glimpse, even the littlest piece of understanding of this. Give 15 minutes twice today to the attempt to understand today's idea. It is the thought by which forgiveness takes its proper place in your priorities. It is the thought that you will release your mind from every bar to what forgiveness means and let you realize it's worthy to you. So even just like sort of laying down your arms and asking, let me understand forgiveness. Let me get this, please. In silence, close your eyes upon the world that does not understand forgiveness and seek sanctuary in the quiet place where thoughts are changed and false ideas laid by. Repeat today's idea and ask for help in understanding what it really means. Be willing to be taught. Be glad to hear the voice of truth and healing speak to you, and you will understand the word it speaks. Recognize the Holy Spirit speaks your words to you. As often as you can, remind yourself you have a goal today, an aim, which makes this day of special value to yourself and to all others. Do not let your mind forget this goal for long, but tell yourself, all that I give is given to myself. The help I need to learn that this is true is with me now, and I will trust it now. That's really key as well, that like we begin to trust this, we lean into this. Then spend a quiet moment opening your mind to its correction and its love. And what you hear of the Holy Spirit, you will believe, for what it gives you will be received by you. So I invite you to drop in today. I will mind the time and call you back. So as you close your eyes down now, just drink in these words. All that I give is given to myself. The help I need to learn that this is true is with me now, and I will trust it now. When you're ready, gently bring your awareness back. So I would suggest that you practice this with all the small things today. So, if somebody, for example, pulls out in front of you, um, somebody pulls in front of you at the petrol pumps, jumps a queue in front of you, like literally in the moment, just practice this idea of giving and receiving. So as you forgive them, as you choose peace, you gain peace. As you choose peace, you gain peace. So beautiful, so easy, but start with the small things, just as you move through your day today. Just use this. Have a great day.